Mr. Harlan, this courtroom is not interested in your image. It is interested in the truth. You promise people safety. You promise them profits. But if this evidence is real, then what you built was not a business. It was a lie.
Judge exposed him $100 million fraud. The prosecutor stood up and said, "Your Honor, this was not a failed business. This was a carefully planned scam. The market collapsed. The company failed." For a moment, the courtroom was silent. Then the prosecutor placed the first file on the evidence table. Bank transfers, shell companies, offshore accounts, fake investment reports, and emails proving investors were still being promised profits while their money was already disappearing. I was trying to protect the company. But the evidence told a different story. The prosecutor turned to the evidence board. On one side were victim statements. On the other side were photos. Luxury cars, private jets, expensive dinners, vacations, designer purchases paid for while victims were losing everything. Then one retired investor stood up with tears in his eyes. "My wife and I gave him everything we saved for 30 years. He told us it was guaranteed. My client made bad decisions, not criminal decisions." Judge Grace looked at him calmly and said,
"Bad decisions do not require fake documents. A signed approval form." The prosecutor held it up and said, "This document shows the defendant personally approved the hidden transfer of investor money." Judge Grace looked at him and said, "This court is not looking at a failed dream. It is looking at deliberate deception." Then she turned to the courtroom. People trusted promises, but the law follows evidence.